Hi, and welcome to January stamping. Okay, today we will make this trifold card, and our card base will be design papers, designer series paper. What pretty card bases. Here's just a couple of samples. You can make this one, which is the mini slimline size. It will fit in the envelopes that are in the January-June half catalog. We'll make this A2 card today and save the slimline for another day. I'm using the hand-penned papers, and I'll use this blue pattern for today. To make your trifold card base, cut your 12 by 12 design papers to 5 1/4 by 12. 5 1/4. And then we'll make 2 score lines. We'll make one at the 4-inch mark, and then we'll turn the paper to the other side and score again at the 4-inch mark. Okay, so we have 4 inches from either side. All right, and then what you're going to do is just make sure your design is facing the correct direction. Soft fold that score line to the left, and then bring your right score line up to but not past the left score line. Go ahead and burnish, and then once you do that, you can bring your left score line down, and your trifold card is ready to go. Just like this. Okay? Now we need to make this top panel. Isn't it beautiful? That's the Encircled and Friendship dies with the Stitch Greenery die. And to do this, to make this panel, we'll need our Big Shot. We are using thin dies, so in our, I'm sorry, I keep calling it a Big Shot, our emboss machine. This is the sandwich for the thin dies. We'll use the base plate, the thin die adapter, and then 2 acrylic plates. I use this plate to cut into because it's already a hot mess, as you can tell, so I just keep cutting into that same plate over and over. And then we'll need our other number 3 top plate. And I'm pulling my die here. Okay, I'm not going to use the outside die. I'm only going to use this inside die piece. And that will allow me to cut into my panel without cutting the circle out. So I just place that on top of my paper that I want to cut into. Notice my dies are cut side down. Cut side down. I do go ahead and washi tape it. I should have detacked that a little bit, but there you go. Okay, so here's my sandwich. Base plate, thin die adapter, 2 acrylic plates. My die is cut side down. I always roll toward me, you know, whatever works for you. You do you on that, that's for sure. These cutting machines, tools, they have to work for you. Okay, here I just am going to try to pull this up. I should have detacked it. I have to pull that carefully so I don't tear my paper. And there we go. Perfect. Okay, now let me get these little bits and parts out. Okay, and it comes out fairly easily. Everything cut nicely. Okay, perfect. Just get a couple little dots out. All right. Look how beautiful that die cut into that panel without cutting out the shape. This would have cut the shape out. I did not want that. Okay, so let me put these out of the way. Okay, we're not done yet. I still need to add that stitching detail with this Stitch Greenery die. That should be in everybody's craft room. That die is fabulous. Okay, our sandwich plate again, it's a thin die, so same deal. Base plate, adapter, cut plate, and then die face down, and then my additional acrylic plate. Okay, slide it into your big shot, roll it through, and that's all we'll need the big shot for. I'm sorry, the cutting machine for. And let me pull up this. Look at that. There we go. How elegant is that? How elegant is that? And so unique. By doubling those dies, using the encircled die with the stitching. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, and because we're using the hand-penned paper, I don't want to cover this up too much. So I'm just going to put this panel on the top. Okay, what I've done here is my white panel is a little bit too large. So my trifold bases are 4 by 5 1/4, which normally it would be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I've got the panel the wrong size. So I just need to trim this panel down to 3 3/4 by 5, and then it will fit perfectly onto my trifold card with just that peak of border around the edges. Alright, now I've got it sized right. Perfect. Okay, now I need to get my glue. And here, you can just glue the panel, which you'll see me do right here. But if I just glued the outside here, then around where that die cutting is, it may kind of bubble up a little bit. So what I'm doing is just dabbing some glue onto the die cut portion, and then that should help the entire panel lay flat. There we go, perfect. So that's just a little trick so that you don't have to use sticky paper every time. And I'm just burnishing this down, and it's stuck pretty good. Okay, I need to get a sentiment. Here I've got a thing going with these messages, sentiments. They're so quick and easy. So I just have several stamped, and if I need one that's not on my tray, I just cut them. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, woohoo! Alright, everything's cut out. Let me pick something. I think I'm going to go with just the same one. I've been hitting these sentiments up, and all my favorite ones are gone off the tray. So I have to pick something different. I'm contemplating the You're Awesome one for the inside. I do not end up using that. Okay, and just for fun really, because sponging, who doesn't love sponging? Alright, I'm going to just sponge the edges here. That will help it pop off the card just a little bit. I'm sponging in cinnamon cider, which does happen to match this, coordinate with the hand-penned paper, but also I just like sponging with cinnamon cider. Alright, I need to add dimensionals to my sentiment. Your choice on that. I do go ahead and pop this one up. And look at that, I grabbed the brownie from the middle of the pan. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Life is short. Okay, I know it's a lot of dimensionals. I don't like anything to fall in, sink in, no matter how small or how large. All right, let me get my sentiment attached. I mean, how easy are those sentiments? Those are so convenient for card making. Okay, my champagne rhinestones. I love these. I love these. Champagne colored. They just go with everything. Alright, so what I'm trying to do is I'm using all 3 sizes that are available in this pack of embellishments. So I've got the larger one first, then the medium, then the smaller one. And you can see I get after those a little bit. I love those embellishments. Okay, I need to do the inside. The cactus, I did attach the paper inside of the card. I just did a full panel, so it is 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside writing piece. And then I'm using this cactus builder punch and a scrap of the same paper that I made the card base with. And then here I'm just moving my pieces around to see where I want to cut. Alright, cactus builder. I need my other, I'm looking for my other pick there, the one with the sticky edge, with the sticky point. Alright, I'm sponging, and then I'm not happy with the sponging. Well, plus I get it on my card. And do I learn my lesson? No, I just keep sponging right on top of my card. That's just how I roll. Okay, sponging. I'm not happy with the pot here, with the base. So I'm going to sponge this. I'm going to put this on here. And then I'm not happy. It looks the same. So I grab my glass mat, and no more play in here. I take that ink and just fill in the pot. There we go. Now I've got contrast between the pot and my cacti. Okay, I'm adding another leaf here, and then my little flower. My hands are inky at this point, so I'm trying to think about that before I touch things. Okay. Alright, now I've got splatter all over my card. Let me wipe that down. Alright, I've got to grab some glue. Okay, here I'm trying to decide where to put the cactus embellishment, and I'm deciding if I want to use the sentiment. I try it all over the place and end up just doing exactly what I did on the first card. So there you go. Okay, glue down my pot. Alright, put my cactus together. Here I'm just using the extra glue. Building my cactus. And my little, that little flower is so cute. I mean, that is the best embellishment. Look at that. How fun is that? Okay, and so it's just with the same paper that I made the card base with, just from a piece of scrap. Great embellishment. Okay, and I end up not putting any sentiments on the inside. I love that. I need something that says hello on the inside. But we'll have to write that in, I guess. How sweet. Very similar to the first. So what I did here is I was noticing that this lower cactus, I used the opposite paper. I used the front of the paper to make the cactus. But with the striped paper, it's a little toned down a little bit, and I just used the same as the inside. So you just, whichever makes you happy. There you go, a trifold. Bye, thank you.